Ooh. Nailed it. Perfect. Flawless. You impressed? I'm impressed. Let's get this show on the road, shall we? Hello, you beautiful swanky people. I'm Chill, this is the Chill Method, and this is my return to YouTube. And currently, we're doing Inktober. I've always been someone with a very big digital appetite, so I've really wanted to find any reason to get back to using inks and traditional pieces, and I've been finding it really fun. And I highly recommend, if you haven't already seen it already, I do post everything on Instagram, so it's going to be below there. But I thought, you know what, let's show you some of the pieces that I've been working on. Put some sexy swanky music on so that you can enjoy the show and you can see what I've been up to. Okay, so I need to paint these boxes now with white gesso. That's going to lay a foundation for what I want to do with them, all to be revealed. But first, before I do that, I need to lay this down, be a responsible adult and make sure I don't get paint everywhere. And after that, it's all just fun. is week 1, and we can see like a mixture of things as I was finding my feet here. 2 drawings that kind of match with each other. We can see the pipe work here gives heat to the poison picture. I did do a redraw of this. This is not the original exhausted prompt, so I didn't like the way the first one turned out. It was mainly because it was very plain, very rushed. I had a lot going on at that point, so I remember just kicking myself for ages, thinking I've got to come back to that, redo it. This one, as you see, doesn't go anywhere. It was spell, so that's for disaster. Piccolo and drooling here, so I've got tranquil, because Piccolo's always like meditating. The drooling thing itself, which is like I believe it's a gargoyle. Because there's like a difference, isn't there? Gargoyles and grotesques, but it's also kind of Oni-like, so it's got a slight horn there. This is where I was really finding what I wanted to do. So the idea is that there are intricate rooms in the building, or intricate things happening inside the building, not necessarily in rooms, although I think I need to rethink how I do roomless drawings for this. It doesn't not work, but it does feel a little bit heavily contrasted with where there is like a clear room with something happening in it. So that's food for thought if I ever want to do a project like this again. Anyway, we've got Vegeta here. This is where I first really wanted to play about with the idea of things really mixing together. I like the idea of some drawings leading into drawings, so we can see Vegeta here about to blast the door open for Breakable, and then if we open it up, you've got Cell kind of carrying in fear with his tail. You can't quite see that, I'll get close up, which leads down here. So you can see how it all kind of comes together. I think I must have had a strange dream, I can't remember fully, but for this idea and this idea here, I just had this strange idea of a woman that keeps this man in a bottle, and that he's very accepting of it, and that he knows what he's done. I wish I could tell you more about it. Sometimes I get these ideas, put them down on paper, draw them down, and I do, unfortunately even, because even I want to know the story behind it, I forget what happened with the plan that I had. And I keep bumping my head into this guy here. This is Free Willy, who essentially has 2 sides to him. He is stuck together with the side of a Tic Tac box and a little strip of paper, and he's on like a little bit of card in the middle that holds the 2 together. I believe swole is like a way of saying muscular, so I did She-Hulk carrying a very heavy weight. Some of these are just literally like little mini ideas that don't link to anything. Angular. So the first thing I thought about from Angular was polygons, so that the 3D thing that game characters are made out of and CGI characters are made out of. I remember Polygon, and then I remember the Seizure episode, and it just all kind of cascades. So that was just one idea, again isolated from this, the one underneath, and this. So week 4 was a bit more like me fanboying. It's the one I have the most mixed emotions about, because I didn't realise just how little space was going to be taken up on the box. Follow through on the rope that Chopper's using. So again, linking the images together. There's almost like a crossing where Luffy's punching Don Krieg. We've got one of my favourite expressions ever. I mean, it's not the only character to do that in One Piece. NL, his name is. But he's probably, arguably, the most iconic, and from what I've heard from someone, he's apparently based on Eminem. Don't know how true that is, but if that's true, that is strange, because they are, I mean, Eminem, I believe, calls himself a rap god. You can tell I'm not down with, like, could you even say down with the kids when it's Eminem, because it's been around for, like, years. Anyway, yeah, and he claims to be a god as well, so an interesting parallel. Demi being as extortionate as usual, but who doesn't love money, woman after my own heart. We have someone actually wanted to know when Frankie was coming along, and I don't think they could have ever been prepared for that. Usopp, by the way, might be compensating just a little bit. Comrade W here. I feel kind of bad about this one, the way I mounted it onto the tower, because as we can see, he's a little bit bendy, because I couldn't get him to stand straight, so he is multiply reinforced there. Okay, so this is week 2 and 5. I've mainly saved this side for last because of the this little muss here that tells you that he's thankful that you've been watching this video this long. I definitely am, that's for sure, so thank you for that. We then have green. You're probably wondering which one I'm referring to in this middle piece here. I literally am referring to all three of them, and I will explain that in another video. I do make an apology because I have removed any Imitation Day update videos because I want to up the quality, and I don't think they reflect what I want to put across. So A, don't panic, and B, more to come, promise. Cool. Dark also from Imitation Day with her scythe, which is called Jolt, so she fit the that day's prompt fantastically well. A soldier, like a Knights Templar, because I kind of like the way they look. They've got a cool kind of theme. Anyway, guarding the picture of Precious, who essentially has this hair that's going out the window. You can follow it to Star, who's kind of weaving it, making it a little bit more robust, and then we can follow that down to Cruel, which I drew because at this point in time a lot of people were upset about like Halloween being overthrown by Christmas. Usually the thing that we get this time of year is you get the people that have already started getting ready for Christmas, and you got the people that want Halloween to happen, so which is, you know, trying to stop a snowball from essentially raining on her parade. The hair then flowing from here down to these swing sets. Got like a little derpy shot, an island in the background, and I don't know whether I love or hate this last touch, but I added these little lines in that kind of thin out as they go down the page, just to kind of give like a contrasting sky. So anyway, that's my Ink Tower, or Inktober, as you will. So with that, let me know what you thought, by the way, whether you'll be taking part in next year's Inktober, whether you also did anything. In fact, if you want, I don't know whether YouTube allows links, but if you did Inktober and I haven't seen it yet, just put it in the comments below and I'll take a look. I'm always fascinated to see what other people take from this, as it's a really good exercise to get into. So again, thank you for watching. I hope you have a lovely day wherever you are, or even a lovely week, or you know what, better yet, lovely year. So I've been Chill, and I hope you have a nice one.